Okay, this is the spine. These are the transverse processes. This is a rotatories that I often find has an anatomical kind of landmark. It goes from one transverse process to the angle of a rib, one first transverse process to the angle of the rib. Here's a rib. Here's a rib. Here's a rib in there. And then notice this light, and then this tiny hole where there was the light before. And I'm shining the microscope light on that to show where that is anatomically on the other side. So the next video will show that. And again, this is pulling away. Spinous process, transverse process, rib, rotatories, transverse process, rib, rib. So that little hole just above the rotatories and just below the rib is what I'm going to show next. So see that hole there? So here's the vertebral process. There's that hole. And here's where the whiteness was showing on. So that just gives you an idea as to where those locations were and how far lateral you are once you're in the transverse process. So again, this little shining light and then this hole indicate where those were. Now this from here to here is rib, from here to here is rib, from here to here is rib, here is rib to here, here is rib to here. This little bulgy is intercostal space, and where it's tacked down is the rib, and it's where it's bulgy is the intercostal space, and this little mound here would have gone right here. One of the distinguishing things here is that the artery comes from over the vertebral process. This looks like it's in a rut, but this is a vertebral process. This would be the disc. That's the disc. This is the vertebral process, and there's vein and artery, and they come from above, whereas the nerve itself comes from below. So once again, this hole and this shining light relate to just below the rib and just above the rotatories. So the rotatories would be going from the transverse process here, and going there, transverse process there. This would be the upper edge of the rotatories here. The transverse process should be right here, and then this is where the membrane should be that we're looking for.